And now it won't have an event there. All right, guys, I'm back. Let me go into YouTube, delete that one that you guys were all sitting there watching so faithfully.
Oh, gotcha.
So now this Thursday one that was...
Which one did you schedule?
This one here was scheduled. So I'm going to delete that one.
Can you?
I might have to wait. Manage videos. I might have to wait for a little bit. Live. This is the one that's live now.
Okay.
They both say live now. This one says live viewers. All right. I'll just wait. You guys will find us in the correct one, I hope. All right. So. Let's pop this back up here.
All right.
I'm going to go to the correct one.
Just two last things, make sure.
Super loud. Yeah, we're not missing anything. We just have to get the new viewers in there. YouTube.
I gotcha.
So.
All right. No viewers in the chat yet, but going to talk about the tournament right now?
Yeah.
Well, let's wait before we get some viewers. Are you actually sure we're picking? Okay.
Yep, they'll be here in just a second.
Looks like Tammy's in. She says points. Okay.
And it'll work this time. He did it. Yeah, I did it. You guys just got to catch up to me. All right,
how come it says no viewers?
They'll be back.
No, but
refresh.
Okay. Gotcha. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are Thursday, $200 DeepStack, 3K guarantee, final table, 40 players, 9 remaining. Total prize pool, $6,600. Paying out 4 places. First, $2,650. Second, $1,645. Third, $1,305. And then fourth, $1,000.
Check out this cool thing. I can click this button right here. It'll just pop up.
Oh, there you go. Okay, this is like, well, it doesn't matter. I don't know why on Poker Atlas and the clock the combos aren't there for 1,305 and 1,000. That puts me on tilt. See what I'm talking about? On third and fourth place, where like you see on first the comma.
Yeah, probably because what happened was we had one player come in at break when registration was actually closed, and so they had to manually put in the things, and whoever did it didn't use the commas. That also tilts me, so nobody else can see it except for you and I.
Gotcha. Action underway. Stacy in the box. Craig on action tracker. Eric Anderson and Eddie the Asian Sensation in the booth. Some new faces to our final table. I think before every stream we go over the live stream rules, and I always ask who's never played in our live stream. I have 4 hands up.
Yeah,
that's cool. So
yeah, this event's getting bigger and bigger. We're $3,000 guarantee, and we doubled it 6,600. Now here they're waiting for me, and we already said go, so it's fine.
Currently 10 viewers in the chat. I know that'll pick up.
Yeah, we're gonna get good.
40 to 50 viewers.
Gamble 12. All right, Darren Peasley, one of my home game heroes, asks how we get points. So if you were watching yesterday, we just started doing points. I'm going to go. Everybody who logged in right now, I'm going to give you 50 points if you're one of those viewers who just popped in. So there you go. All the new people just got 50 points.
Yes, I have the most points.
Yes, yes, you do.
I mean, I'm not going to play.
And Darren, you have 51 now because you've been watching for 0.08 hours. And you get more points by subscribing, watching,
what are the blinds at
commenting.
This current level?
We are at, this is the last hand at 366.
So 366.
Yep. And we can do this. We can click on blinds, and that'll pop right up there. Bing.
Bajan with 32 big blinds, middle position. Gonna make it 15K. James out of the big blind, gonna call with ace 10 suited, standard defend from a middle position open. 5-6-6 board, rainbow. Bajan gonna see bet over half pot there. with Air King High.
And it's good. It's good enough
James
for the pot.
with the best hand gonna fold. Had overs, backdoor club draws. James was 48 big blinds. Could have probably floated one. But John representing over pairs.
Right.
Again, from a middle position. Later middle position open. It's not a good board for opening range unless he's opening a hand like 7-8 suited. But
All right, let's check out chip stacks while we're here.
yep.
James Lee up at the top with 293,000 chips. This is a DeepStack 30K tournament with 20-minute levels. He's got almost 50 big blinds. Robert and Matt and McCoy down at the bottom with 10, 11, and 13 big blinds, respectively. Captain Underpair says, let's go.
This is a hand from under the gun. Joan with pocket fours could actually jam this hand. This is at the bottom of your jamming range under the gun with less than 15 big blinds. Now, if he's closer to middle, a later position could definitely be jamming there. But
Right. I don't know that I want to jam it so early, just at the on hand 2 of the final table. We are
with so much
nine-handed,
action, with so much action behind.
and especially when people are deeper stacked. Here in level 11.
Had a nice little phone call with Cup today when I went on my way to TCH to play 2-5.
That was nice. How'd that go?
Went really well. I'll talk a little. Make sure I'm not going to talk about all of our conversation, but kind of some ideas we had.
Yeah, all right.
But
Don't tell all the secrets.
2 spade board, 2 hearts, some straight draws on there. Joan with the best hand. Daniel.
When it checks around, Daniel just can take
Gonna
a stab
lead
at
out.
it since nobody wanted it. And
Look at
James
3/4 pot.
Cup has almost 4 million points on the other stream. He has to start over now.
Again, I get why people don't want to jam pocket fours. That's a hand I would actually jam. Because that's not a hand that you really want to like take post flop because there's just so many flops that are not good for your hand. You're looking to set
Well, yeah,
fine.
you want a 4. You don't like any flop that doesn't have a 4 in it.
Yeah, you don't like any flops really, especially on the gun. Could open fold there.
Rena, using all those emojis, the Streamlabs bot thinks you're spamming.
Yes, talk to Cup, whose real name is Robert. Talked about having a meetup game, like a chat pro meetup game.
Okay.
Yeah. They usually do it at Sundays over there.
Okay.
Talking about potentially moving it over here once a month.
Okay.
I said, whatever.
I'm in.
You can do it whenever you want.
We'll
I
do
was like,
whatever we want. We can, well, we can also, a couple of things I want to tell the chat. Some fun things. Well, we got a big hand right now, though.
Yeah.
Robert's going to rip it in.
Pretty
Ace-6, middle position.
That's a pretty standard rip, especially with the blinds going up shortly.
Yeah, he's got just over 10 bigs.
Yeah, actually, I think it's at. Oh yeah, 366. Yeah, it's over 10 bigs. Would only have 7 big blinds, with the blinds going up after this hand.
Right.
Gonna pick up some blinds, much needed. Gonna get him to about now 10 big blinds with the new blind level increases. So that's where we're at. Again, still full ring with this final table. Oh, yeah, still full ring with this final table.
Yes.
Some shorties.
We are up to the 4-8-8 level now. I think we had 1, maybe 2 hands in the 3-6-6.
So I believe this next hand, blinds increase, small blind 4K, big blind 8K, big blind any 8K.
And we'll pop it right up there. Hand 3, 4,
Yep.
8, and 8.
I just really like the quality of the stream over the past couple of weeks. With the
Yes.
camera angles, the skin. This is like my favorite skin out of all of them.
Jenga.
Yeah, just because you can actually see the number of chips, number of big blinds.
I really like it.
I wish. Oh, McCoy with 10 big blinds. Probably gonna rip his stack. Yep, gonna rip 10 big blinds, late middle position. Again, Keegan's new to our live stream table. Again, I went over the rules with getting your cards on the scanner. Maybe just accidentally forgotten to get out there. Queen's going to pick up some chips here. Yeah, Stacy, I actually joked. I was like, it's like, okay, Stacy's in the box. Craig's running action tracker. Eric and I in the booth. I'm pretty sure after she's done, we'll probably lose 2 or 3 players.
Won't last too long.
Won't last too long with her in the box. We're going to lose 2 or 3 players. So, oh, that's cool. I didn't know that was a feature that you can just.
I don't actually know what I did.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Okay.
I think that actually means the participants is actually people that are actually participating, either comment.
Right on. Because it doesn't know the 24 people who are watching. It just knows the.
Ooh, big potential hand brewing.
Well, no, they're looking in the background. This is a cash game.
Yeah. I'm talking about right now.
Oh, I thought you meant the excitement.
Matt L, one of our dealers, gonna rip just under 10K big blinds.
Big slick.
And Robert in the 6 seat, one of our other dealers as well. We're gonna lay it down.
I like it.
Matt picking up some chips. Gonna put him up nearly, 90K. So about 11 big blinds or so.
Let's check it out. Matt, 11 bigs, 91. James still up at the top with 35 big blinds after the blinds increased, 287K. Bobby and Joan, 8 and 8. Robert, Matt, McCoy, 10, 11, 12, respectively. Okay.
All right, I believe we're in like hand 5 or 6 now, this final table.
Scott Friedman said, Matt, Harry Potter.
He does look like Harry Potter.
Well,
with the glasses and the hair?
I said that like 3 months ago when I first got here, and I said, the dealer over there, and they go, who? I said, Harry Potter. And they all busted out laughing, goes, oh my God, it does. So I wasn't trying to be rude. Just he looks like Harry Potter with the glasses.
Bajan with just under 10 big blinds going to rip a suited wheel ace. Bajan in the small blind going to re-rip his stack. Pretty standard tournament play.
Yeah.
Going to go heads up.
The A and the Q versus the A and the tray.
Bajan in a commanding lead. Bobby going to need some hearts, low cards. I love Stacy dealing, especially final tables, because she's really good at like keeping it slow. Both flop will pick.
Yeah.
Bobby with some backdoor heart, backdoor wheel draws. Couldn't hurt. Couldn't
deuce or a 4.
Turn some additional equity.
King.
Again, chop
7
outs
ace
or heart. 11 outs.
He loses his tray out.
6 of clubs.
Doesn't.
Bobby K eliminated. First elimination for this final table. Again, only paying 4 places.
So Scallywag says, hopping in the stream and catching up from the beginning. Lego says, I guess fill me in next time. Okay. And there we go. Bajan up at the top now with that elimination. He's got 37 big blinds with his 302,000 chips.
Yeah. At this stage in the tournament, no one's going to have a significant chip count over the other.
Let's glance at this again.
Yeah, so here we go, our chip counts. Okay. Only 2 players, James and Bajan with 20 big blinds plus. Daniel just slightly over 20 big blinds. All the remaining 5 players, Keegan, McCoy, Robert, Matt, Joan, under 20 big blinds.
I actually double-clicked that.
You think that camera angle's a little too zoomed in? I gotta see the other camera. I like seeing the other camera.
I like it. We had 40 entries today, Mark, creating a $6,600 prize pool. $2,650 going to the first place, and $1,000 for 4th place.
Matt's gonna so raise from James and +2, ace queen suited, standard open. Matt gonna reshove out of the small blind with just under 10 big blinds with pocket nines, standard reshove.
Yeah.
Gonna go heads up, coin
Get
flip
isolated.
scenario. It's kind of like my scenario last night with ace queen versus sevens. It's like I got to get it in with my blind stack.
Definitely.
So I had 4 big blinds. So
Now, because Stacy's dealing, James is going to win this hand.
right.
And the ace doesn't change anything. Matt still needs a 9.
And a 9 only. I love Stacy because she goes so slow.
Let's just talk about it.
4 spades.
Doesn't get it.
Matt, again, one of the dealers here, getting eliminated in 8th place. Stacy dealing out death again.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, we need to add sound effects. We need to add, like, sound effects like, I don't know, what sound effects? I don't know what we have.
No. Applause. No.
Nope. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. That works.
What else we have?
Hey,
Hey,
okay. I've never used those, actually. Okay. Okay, some of them are repeats. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so we're just messing with
Yeah.
we're just messing
It
playing
was
in it.
between hands. We wanted to figure out what this. So this is the one we want.
Excuse me.
And then we have laughter and
Goodness gracious.
on my mixer that I use when I'm traveling, everything's labeled, like
Right.
so you know which ones you're pushing. If we used it more often, pew pew pew. Yes.
Good one,
Yes.
Cup. I like it. Under the gun open. Under the gun +1 opened about 2.1x. Standard sizing at this level, stack depth level. I'd like to see Robert rejam here with 4s. Looks like he wants to get it all in. Could potentially fold here, see a whole Orbit. I don't blame him for the jam here. McCoy in the big blind. Weak ace unsuited. Gonna lay it down. Let's see if James is gonna call here. See if he's getting the correct price to call.
It's he raised it to 18. Okay. So we are in.
And if he loses this hand, he's still in a decent spot.
Yeah, he's
9-10 queen board.
watch it be pair the board twice and Robert gets counterfeited.
Or ace.
Oh,
Hey, yeah.
Jack,
Chop
the
out.
chop,
Ace on the river.
Jack or an ace. Oh,
Ooh,
6,
Robert
Robert with the
picking
double.
Nice little double up there.
So some stuff I want to talk about.
Yep.
Tomorrow, we have the standard $300,
Black chip bounty.
$8,500
No.
guarantee.
No.
Nope. Oh, I'm wrong. Today's Thursday,
Thursday.
not Friday. Okay, I was thinking it was Saturday tomorrow.
Yeah.
This week has just been flying by. Okay, good.
Tomorrow is $300, but it's the black chip bounty.
It's a black chip bounty.
We will not be final. We will not be.
We'll be streaming the 2-5 match the stack.
That's correct.
The big game,
Right.
the biggest game that we stream here. Please find out when Super Chat will be available so we can donate to the stream.
Yeah. You
All right.
figured that out.
I haven't. I can
Tomorrow?
work on that though. Yeah, we'll work on that tomorrow.
Well, I'm gonna play some 2-5 tomorrow, whatever.
All right.
2-5.
Are you going to be in the stream or are you going to be?
If I need to be, I'll play
we'll
in
see
it.
who there it is.
It's it's gonna be a pretty based off some of the commitments that I have. I think we're. All right. Bajan in the cutoff, gonna open ace 4 suited. This is definitely a hand you can defend out of the big blind to late position open. Pretty standard defend. Keegan gonna make the call. Gonna see a flop. Similar equity here. It looks like a face card. Let's see what face card it is. I didn't show the flop.
So, we possibly have a bad card,
I gotcha.
and that's why it's not showing the flop, and Craig has to manually type it in. There it is, 6 Jack 9.
Okay, so Keegan flopping top pair, but Jean with the nut flush draw. I wouldn't be surprised if all the chips get in here.
So he's only got 36% equity here. I think a flush draw is way higher. Like, I mean, it just feels like it. I mean, the math isn't there.
The reason it's not as high as A, because Keegan, he does have an ace and then a flush draw, but the queen of spades reduces the number.
How many spades are left?
So it reduces his equity by 2.2%.
And the computer does know who else folded spades.
Correct.
And there's 6 other people out there who might have folded a spade.
Yeah, could have. I believe an ace was folded, so it reduces the number of aces available for him.
So without knowing that, it feels like he's got a better hand. I do.
Yeah, it'd be different if you had a hand like Jack 10.
I'm never folding there.
Oh, if you have Jack, you have top of the flop. But if you had like, I don't know,
Queen Jack,
Queen 10 of spades. Well, Keegan has Queen of spades, so
Queen 3 of spades, something.
Maybe like 10 9 of spades or something like that. Well, 10 9, it's 9 spades on the board. But.
Yeah. You know what we mean.
Yeah, everybody knows. Everybody knows. I was trying to run through the combos of hands that. Spade
there it
on
is.
the
See?
river, eliminating again.
The flush.
Stacy killing players.
Dun, dun, dun.
Give me this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, thanks. There it is right there.
Let's check out these stack sizes. So we are down to the final six players. What did they just not get eliminated?
1, 2, 3.
Matt and we should be at 6.
Yeah.
There's well, he would have fixed it. That was 10 minutes ago. He would have fixed it by now.
Tiny in the chat as well. Some of our regulars, Miss Tammy Vanny, Darren Peasley, as of late, been joining the chats. Lego Cup. Oh, Mark Rodriguez been joining recently. So yesterday we talked about potentially on Saturday having
Yes, that's
intro.
what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Saturday, we have our $300 DeepStack 30-minute levels. That's our long level. That's our deep tournament at 3 p.m. 30K starting stack, 30-minute levels, 3 p.m., $300 buy-in.
Correct.
We raised the guarantee to that for $8,500. And
last week had 50, the same as the week before. Prize pool is $12,500. First place was about $4,600 last week. So
I don't remember. It was
something approximately.
We
like
stream
that.
7 days a week, so they blurred together a little bit. But we also at 10 o'clock are having a pajama party.
That's correct. Oh, James here flopping
check
trips.
McCoy raised it.
No need to check.
That's a
right
good
here.
flop for McCoy.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not. It's horrible, but he thinks it's a good flop.
9 raised to 40.
I don't like the raise here.
No, unless.
So probably because he's probably thinking that McCoy's so short that he's gonna ask.
Yeah, he's just going to rip it in. Anyways, he's only got 5 big blinds left. Yeah, and he was right. James knew that was going to happen.
72 top.
McCoy drawing super thin, drawing to an 8 and an 8 only.
Yeah, he's got 2 outs twice. 11%.
2 players.
I'll get to your comments after this hand. We got a deuce. One more try to get 8.
I don't think that math's correct. It's 2.2% per card.
But it knows which cards are folded, so it can do exact math for you. So it knows if...
He was drawing to an 8 and an 8 only, I think.
Right? Well, it's 2.2 when you have 52 cards, but with all the cards that it knows are folded...
I guess.
So it's like 40 cards.
Oh.
So the percentage is different. So the timer is set up. You can only do it every 10 minutes. You can't just keep slamming that gamble.
Gamble.
So do it and then try again in 10 minutes.
Poker Monkey now in the chat saw him earlier at T-Session. He was grinding the 1-2 streets
All right.
while I was grinding the 2-5 streets.
Oh, pajama party quick.
Yeah, go for it.
$100 buy-in if you wear your pajamas.
Bring up some pictures. Now you
I
can show
was
me.
going to say, dun, dun, dun. After this hand, uh-oh. I don't have it in my thing. There we go. All right. After this hand, I'll show you pictures. I like the deuce 5 of clubs with 20 big blinds. I think I raise it.
9 call.
Blind versus blind. Gonna limp with 10-8 offsuit. Look for Daniel to re-raise.
24,000.
I play slower if I'm Daniel. Oh, there you go. All right. He had runner 9-10 outs. I don't know if that takes it. It does take it. Chip
it
counts.
does. You're right. But I didn't count the combos.
So here's your chip counts. We are down to 5 players on the money bubble. Here are the payouts.
This final table has gone by relatively quickly.
Well, we got Stacy in the box.
That's true.
Oh.
I for the record, I said that she was going to deal at least 3 bust outs, and she's at 4.
While she's dealing this one, this is what the pajama party looked like last week. So you start off with 10K in chips.
Yep.
And
Did it shoot over or no?
yeah, it's right here.
4 call.
Oh, I'm talking about the Christmas picks.
Yeah, it did.
Oh, okay.
It'll show right here. This is what they get to see.
I got you. That's what I thought.
This will always be what the final table is, but this is what we're broadcasting.
Oh, okay. I'm still gonna have to work with this on you a little
Yeah,
bit.
it's all new stuff
Yeah.
that we're doing.
Doing some neat things here on this stream, in the booth and in the chat for you, ladies and gentlemen.
Rice. We had 40 entries to start this. I'm going to do this again to show you how it works. So we click on the scene we want, and it shows it over here, and then we click on transition, and it shows it to them.
Yeah, okay.
So here are all of the players that showed up in pajamas and robes, and here's a bunch of gifts that we had, and we'll get back to commentary. Let's pop that in real quick.
Yep.
So this is us
Dylan?
and the Chris Mays DeepStack and the final table, and then we can go back to live stream and transition to that.
Gotcha.
Cool stuff. Actually, while they're counting,
You're gonna have to like
Pink, let's do this.
maybe tomorrow. Like, let me try.
Spend some
actually-
time.
No, I don't
Yeah.
want to do it on the 2.5 stream.
No,
Maybe-
no. I thought you meant like come in early and do some stuff.
Yeah. No, just like practice like the transitions and stuff like that.
Right on. Super easy. And we could do all this stuff. We can move this stuff around without them seeing it and
Gotcha.
then hit go. So $100 buy-in, 15-minute level, starts at 10 p.m. We have a 10K starting stack, which is really small by today's standards. Everybody's got 20 and 30 and
15-minute
and stuff
levels.
like that.
Turbo. It's turbo.
15-minute levels. And if you wear your pajamas, you get an extra 5K.
Yep.
If you wear a robe, you get an extra 5K. If you bring a toy to donate, you get an extra 5K. So you can have a maximum of 25K starting stack. If you don't want to wear pajamas or a robe, you could donate 3 toys to get your 5, 5, and 5. If you don't want to go shopping, you can donate $10 for each one of those. 10, 10, 10. So for $30 that we do not keep, we donate it to the children for Christmas.
Yep.
You can get $130. You can have a 25K starting stack. If you bust out and you re-enter, the pajamas and the robe don't count. We let you donate for your extra chips.
That's correct. So you don't get the bonus chips
Yeah.
a second time.
You don't
or
get to wear your pajamas and then just get a 5K for every time you bust out. It doesn't work like
At
that.
that point, it's an additional $30.
It's an additional $30 or 3 toys.
Yep, or 3 toys, right?
Yeah.
So, Mark, we'll get to your. Okay, so tomorrow is a $300 black chip bounty, 20-minute level starting at 6 p.m. Registration does close at 8:10. So you have about 2 hours and 10 minutes to get registered. If you max late reg, I think you have like 12 to 15 big blinds.
It's a pretty good tournament.
I usually max late. Reg.
Works out well for you.
It works out well.
And what's really, really super fun,
Yeah.
Sunday, 1 p.m., $125 buy-in, 15-minute levels, 30K starting stack. Are you ready for this part?
Yep. Tell them
$10,000 guarantee for a $125 tournament. Now, this is the one tournament that we do add-ons for.
correct.
15-minute levels, we go up to level 10. So at 3:50, just about 4 o'clock,
Oh, that's a lot. That's a lot of time.
we're going to cut off right because we have so many blinds.
Yeah, 3K.
We got 30. You can get 30K for your $125 initial buy-in, and another $25K for an extra $50. So you can walk in at 4 o'clock with $175 and have 55,000 chips. Blinds are 3,000, 6,000.
About 9 bigs.
Yeah, 9.5 bigs.
That's all I need, baby.
And you can max that rich. Now, if you come earlier, then you can obviously play for everything. Has there been any confirmation from Amazon on it? I don't know. Love seeing that guy in the gray bathrobe from the other night. Let's go like this and see who he's talking about.
Oh, it's Scott Friedman.
Right on. Fun stuff.
So we are on a 10-minute break out there. Stacy's still in the box dealing death. Oh, I got that real. Oh no, she
What's that?
started back up now, right?
Well, she will be starting up in 6 seconds because of the 10-minute delay.
So 3 tournaments going on this weekend. Eric said tomorrow, Black Chip Bounty, $300 buy-in, 20-minute levels, registration closing at 8:10. Saturday, $300 DeepStack. How many chips do you get on that one?
30K.
30K.
30 minutes, 3 p.m.
I think registration's open till like 7 p.m., 8 p.m. I don't have my phone's on the charger again.
I think it's 8. Yeah, it's
8:10.
like 30-minute levels. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
7 or 8.
But we're back in the business. So that was a quick 10 minutes. Holy cow.
That's going to be
Very
another.
quick 10 minutes.
Going to be live streaming that final table as well. And then Sunday, as Eric talked about, 10K deep stack,
That's going to be huge. 1 o'clock, get here.
$125, 30K.
All in.
6 all in, under the gun. Robert
Ace
going to
10.
rip.
James is going to snap it off with Ace Jack.
It's probably going to re-rip.
We are up to
Seat
5K, 10K with a 10K big blind Annie.
Gosh, if I'm Joan, I'm probably re-rip. I don't know.
It's, I mean, you don't mind.
No, I
Oh,
didn't
if you're
yeah,
Joan.
Yeah. I'm not re-ripping. Just kidding. Based off action.
That's like,
Some potential ICM in terms of actually making money.
right.
Going to be heads up.
The A10 against the AJ.
Robert with John pretty thin. Gonna need a ton of help.
I'll bet you there's 2 spades on the, well, at least 1 spade on the board. Because the last time that flop didn't work out. Oh,
That's a good flop.
Oh,
That's
so
a good-
that's not
okay.
the flop. The 9 of spades does not register. So the 9 of spades is bad.
When you pull deck.
He already has all 3 decks out there. So now he's going to have to look at the board and see that it was the 9 of spades. And I remember when I said there was 2 spades last time, it didn't happen. The 9 of spades is
That's
bad
not correct.
card.
Right? That's not correct. Oh yeah, you're right. There's 5 players left, so 1 player. Correct.
Yes. Ask if he just swapped out the deck already. So we are on 10-minute delay. So when we see something here, likely it's already been fixed. So he's just going to verify. I wouldn't jam if Robert gets knocked out. He makes a K. Yes, he does. So now we are down to 4 players.
9 foes.
Let's check out these stack sizes really
1
quickly.
foes.
So we're not
2 foes. 4 call.
Robert up to 31 big blinds.
Heads up.
But yes, Rice, that would have been correct. You can ladder up to $1,000 by letting them knock each other out.
Bet 15,000. 6 foes.
Jean's going to bet 15,000 with second pair. Robert has no part of it, so he's going to let it go. Pajama poker. Who's coming to the pajama party and bringing toys with? because you know I'm going to be here.
One fold. Two all in. 65,000. Four fold. Six fold.
James is going to look down at pocket nines. It's a pretty easy call. It's about a quarter of a stack.
Nine call.
He's going to flip it up. Joan has one overcard with the ace of hearts.
Two players. One all in.
4, 7, 10. He needs an ace or a 4. Oh, that does it. James needs just a 9 to eliminate Joan, and that was close. Didn't get there. So we had an ace 4 jam and by Joan in the 2 seat.
Yep.
And folds around to James with pocket nines who calls. Joan flops a 4 and turns an ace
For 2 pair.
for a
Ace is
quick
up.
double. Let's check out this chip stack. We do have 5 players left. Bajan up at the top with 43 big blinds. Robert with 30, 16, 15, and 14 with Daniel, Joan, and James. James, who came to the table as the dominant chip leader, is in last place and potentially the bubble. There's James. He's down 170K from the time they sat down 16 hands ago.
I know what.
Two fold.
He's got coffee in the 1 seat. He's got coffee in the 1 seat.
You are not allowed to drink at this table. You are allowed to drink. You are not allowed to use the table as a
your
kitchen
cup-
table.
Yeah.
9 call.
This is a poker table, not a kitchen table. As long as he doesn't set on the felt, I'm not too upset. But I don't want him spilling. It is anyone's game. If anybody watched the stream from last night, oh my goodness.
Yeah, a lot of back and forth.
Especially heads up when he had 2 big blinds left and came back and won.
9 call.
Interesting line by both players. 5 of diamonds.
So Daniel way ahead.
25,000.
Small bet here.
Yep. James bet 15K
About
with
30%
middle pair.
pot.
Daniel min clicks it and James calls.
9 call.
He needs exactly a 2 or a 3 to make a straight or 2 pair. A 5, he's still got 2 pair, but it's the worst 2 pair with Daniel having a better kicker. A 140 in the pot. Daniel gives up on Dalso, and he's going to show the best kicker and take down the pot.
All right, so
Okay.
our live stream schedule for the remainder of the week. Tomorrow we're going to be doing a 2-5 match the stack.
Starting at
6 p.m. I will either be playing or commentating in the booth, one of the two. Saturday will be the final table of our DeepStack, $300, $8,500 guarantee. Sunday definitely going to be 6 to 10 the next gen. Are we planning on final tabling that DeepStack tournament?
on Saturday.
Sunday.
On
Turbo.
Sunday.
The 1 p.m. We probably won't have time.
No,
with-
no, we won't have time.
Yeah, with
it
the-
won't be ready by 6. By
It won't,
5.
be, it won't be done.
It won't be a final table by 5. Now for a special treat, after 10 o'clock when next gen is done,
4 raise. 30,000.
the commentators are going to stick around and commentate on an hour of cash play that we did before Thanksgiving.
That'd be fun. It's gonna be fun.
Just we and you're going to get more than an hour's worth of action because I cropped out all of the shuffling
I gotcha.
So as soon as Katie pushes a pot, I hit crop, and as soon as the cards are dealt out, I hit crop again. So I cropped out 30 seconds for every hand. And so
Nice.
we probably have like an hour and 15 minutes worth of stream that's condensed down into about an hour. If you are a fan of Nick, and I can't pronounce his last name because he's Greek. That's what he. That's
He's
what
really
told
good
me.
in the booth.
He's Nick is. Oh
Yeah.
no, I meant Nick the player.
Oh, Dia Kazalfas.
Yeah, I asked him what his last name was. He goes, "You can't pronounce it. It's Greek." And I said, "Okay." But if you're a fan of Nicky Sticks, what does he go by?
Nick Six.
Nick Six. That's what it is.
Action player.
He
Runs
runs
like God.
over that table in that hour. It's $1,000 max buy in 125 blinds, and he
One code.
cashes out in 1 hour and roughly 15 minutes for over $4,000.
Nice.
Playing a 125 game with a $1,000 max buy-in. That one was not even a match stack.
Nice. Blind versus blind scenario here. King 10 suited versus Jack 5.
We got all hearts.
Was there a race blue flop or no?
No, it was call check. Joan checks on the
Interesting
flop.
So if I'm Joan B on a blind versus blind, I'm ripping King 10 suited. It's an auto rip with
Yeah, he's got 12 bigs. I agree.
So, because of that, you know, he loses his small blind, big, you know, 2 big blinds there. It's pretty mandatory standard jam, blind versus blind, less than 15 big blinds, especially jamming into a big stack. Even if they call you, King 10 suited on the blind versus
got a lot
blind
of
center,
equity there.
You definitely have a lot of equity post flop. I would have liked to seen him jam there.
Or at least raise, at least min click it.
Yeah, but with 12, you really don't have a lot. You don't have a lot of open fold.
I don't hate getting it in though.
Yeah.
Darren Pisa says 8 ball. How good is this stream? The answer is within yourself, Keepo.
Code. 2 code.
You got to show me how to like turn all this crap on tomorrow.
Yes, I can.
We need to maybe figure out if we can do super chats tomorrow, because I think that's going to be a nice little stream.
Let's do it and have people.
So I know,
Yeah.
I know if Hayden's playing tomorrow.
Subscribe.
If Hayden's playing tomorrow, Kim's definitely going to donate to the super chat. Sorry, Kim, if you're listening, and just put you on.
If I'm playing turbo and I'm down to less than 5 big blinds, I would.
I don't know if you finished the question.
Yeah, I was like waiting for the end of
The
sentence.
climax. That's what she said.
Dun dun dun.
Yeah. I like that one. I didn't know that. I didn't even know that was an option.
No, it's not right now.
It depends what position you're in.
It's there forever. Gotcha.
Yes.
Turbo with 5 bigs, any ace, instant jam.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
4 code.
At any position. I mean, you don't like jamming under the gun with especially like a hand like ace 3 offsuit.
It's not your favorite.
Yeah, but it's a
But
pretty
you
much.
still do it.
I mean, definitely cut off hijack. You're ripping. Blind versus blind scenario again. Actually, this is the hand I stood out there. You see me standing there in the back with my fanny pack.
Oh, 6, 7, 8, 9 versus middle pair. James needs a 5 or a 10.
James open-ended.
9 is all in. for
Yeah, I do that also. Plan A is they fold.
Here he rips it.
Plan B is
6 call.
you get there. Wow. He just snapped it off really quickly with middle pair, no kicker.
He didn't have a ton of full equity there.
He's 55. Yeah, I guess that's 5
Queen
and a
of
half
clubs.
bigs. Needs a
Robert
5
still.
or a 10. 7 clean outs. Oh, he gets
gets
it.
her.
He gets it.
Chip stacks now pretty much even.
Let's pop these back up here.
Yeah. The middle.
Bajan's still up at the top with 46. And then there's a traffic jam for second place, 22, 21, 21, and 21. Or 12.
Yeah, again,
my
Bajan
dyslexia.
overwhelming chip leader here
Yep.
on this final table. has approximately 1/3, a little more than 1/3 of all chips in play.
Crazy pineapple. Now you guys have to be careful about using a bunch of emojis because Streamlabs is going to yell at you.
Yeah, here comes the stream.
They'll think that you're spamming us.
I wonder because the porn people do all that.
Yeah.
The porn ones do
So
all
it must have recognized it.
especially pineapples.
Yeah, those are upside down pineapples.
Yeah, I know, but-
I recently learned that. While she's doing this, I'm gonna pop into our transition, and now we got our video cameras on again.
Yep. So I just stepped out of the booth again 10 minutes ago. Switch out the deck. 9 of spades was not registering.
Let's check this out. Stack size, 46.
Check out the VPIP.
42. VPIP, we are on hand 21, so this is relevant. James, 50%. That means he's called 10 out of the 20 hands. Joan with 15%. Daniel with 15%. Robert with 25%. And Bajan with 30%. Eric, you can turn off that part of the... That is good to know. When are you coming back to help me?
Yeah. Hand 21. 5 players remaining. Some fun in the background there.
They're having a good $5 bomb pot game. You can turn off the bot from moderating. Good. I will do that.
6 call. 9 call.
All right. It looks like we're going to go Texas heads up at some point. 5 players. Pretty non-typical. I mean,
It's typical for Texas cash games. Final table, 5-handed. Tiny will be here Monday. That's great.
9 check.
Bajan with the best hand. Aces up. 5 kicker. None of the players with much of anything. Robert, backdoor hearts, backdoor running straight draws.
6 fold.
Oh, and again, for those of you in the chat that may be new to poker, on Saturday we need to advertise the T5 game tomorrow, and then
yes.
Saturday potentially have turn down the volume. Yeah, potentially Saturday. A lot of players over the past, actually, in last night's stream were really interested in learning how to play poker,
Right.
and don't want to do it at.
They don't want. Yeah, they asked, can we have an introduction poker? And we replied that you don't have to buy in for the $500 max. You can buy in for $100. And they said, yeah, but I don't want to buy in for $100 or $200 when everybody else at the table is buying in for $500. So we are going to put together a table with 1 blinds, $200 max buy-in. 4 or 5 people were interested in coming. Eddie and I said we'd jump in to make it a full table.
What time are you dropping Kristen off on Saturday?
I don't know the answer to that still. I can look right now, though. My phone's not dead. It was dead yesterday when we were talking about it.
Look at Bajan waking up with some premiums. Ace, king, offsuit, under the gun, 5-hand, monster hand. Going to open up here.
4 bet 30,000.
Going to min raise it. What's the blinds at this level?
The blinds, we are at 5, 10, 10.
Okay, going to make it approximately 3x. Again, only pink chips in play at the moment. Those are 5,000 chips, 5,000 denomination.
I drop her off at 2 p.m. How long do I need? An hour or 2 hours in DFW? Give her 2 hours because she's
On a Saturday?
Yeah.
You could probably leave the RV park at 12.
okay. Her flight leaves at 3. So leave at 1 o'clock.
Leave at 1
Give
o'clock.
her just about an hour and a half to
Yeah,
check
because
in.
the check-in wasn't that bad when I dropped you off. It was dead.
Yeah.
Terminal E, I think.
Echo,
yeah.
Delta. The
But
only
you
one
remember
that
how
flies in.
crazy it was to get out of there? We got lost.
Yeah, those lines are bad.
No, not the line, just the curves. Like,
yeah,
oh,
I didn't mean the lines. I mean the roads are bad.
it's like its own city.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Robert picking up some hands now after picking up some much-needed chips, starting this final table off short-handed.
6 bet 25 or raise to 25,000. 9 fold.
Do you call with a suited ace on the button?
To an under the gun 5-handed open. Yeah.
I do, 5-handed is It's
I'll
only two
double
and a
check.
half bigs. It's close. It's borderline. I don't hate a fold, but
I mean, you would prefer calling with like
Open.
ace five
so you have some
suited?
straight equity.
Some straight equity. Definitely, this hand is definitely five-handed. Definitely defending out of the big blind.
Yes,
Suited connectors.
1.5 more bigs to call, getting 4 to 1.5
Jack
on your money.
10-10 board.
Good flop for Robert. Bajan's got a gut shot with a 9.
Yeah, but really only 3 clean outs.
Yeah, he doesn't like that 9 of hearts if it hits.
4 check. Six bet 30,000.
So did Bajan check? Okay, yeah. It's a check, bet 30. Okay,
4 fold.
That's it. It's pretty standard.
pretty standard.
So Tiny's saying clear is only available at Terminal E at DFW. Well, Terminal E is where I go because that's where Delta's at, number 1. And that's pretty much all I fly out of. And number 2, Kristen does not have clear, so it's a moot point. Are you getting us coffee? Eddie just said I'm something as he walked out the door, so I'm not sure. I hope he said I'm getting you coffee. I would love that idea. Sign up for clear. She'll have plenty of time. She doesn't fly enough to use clear, really. That might change in the near future.
1 fold, 2 fold.
I've got pre-check, which was nice until everybody got pre-check. And Bajan with a king 8 in the small blind.
6 check.
Halfway in, so he calls 5K. Robert with a suited king. And again, if I'm Robert, I kind of play a little more aggressively right there.
4
When it limps to you,
30,000.
I can send her some clear guest passes. I don't know what that means, but if it's email, send it to me. Or if it's like something I can print out. They gave me 3 a week for a free trial, so I got to skip the lines. All right, let's go. Everybody send me 3 so I can skip the lines. So good job, Bajan. He limped and then he bet and just took down a pot with pure aggression with king high. It was the best hand, but he had no way of knowing that. Did you say I'm getting us coffee as you walked out the door?
I did not say that.
Oh, I thought
I can.
that's okay. I just thought you said that, and I was like, yes. Oh, you know what? Kristen's in with Danielle. Hey Siri, text my wife. Can you bring us coffee, please?
2 folds.
Your message to Kristen says, "Can you bring us coffee, please?" Done.
Done.
Bajan on the button, gonna raise King Jack suited. Pretty standard open on the button with suited Broadway cards.
Yeah, Robert's gonna have pocket 4s.
Definitely a rejam spot.
Yeah.
4 raise.
To Noisy Velvet in the chat, clear is better than pre-check.
You know, for those of you that are learning tournament spots, these are spots 6 months ago that I didn't understand. I may have just called there. I may have folded. Now I know this is a spot to 5-handed late position open with the player with the biggest stack. Ooh, Robert missed a jam spot there. It's a pretty standard rejam. Now you're inviting James to call from the big blind, and 4s you don't want to take. Oh, okay.
9 fold.
I call if I'm James in the big blind with king 10. It might not be the right call, and looking now, he was totally dominated by Bajan, but I still do it. And Robert loves life right now.
I say jamming 4's pre-flop is the right GTO move,
I love
and he
the
doesn't
check.
do it, and he flops bottom set, super disguise set.
I love the check to the pre-flop aggressor. Let Bajan. There's 110 in the pot. Bajan's probably going to bet 50. Half a pot. He might just check it. Nice check back. Bajan.
Interesting check back here.
Open-ended royal flush.
So here's the
Open
thing.
straight flush.
Bajan made a mistake there because he's definitely supposed to c-bet that flop because of the additional backdoor equity.
All in.
Now it's a call.
Yeah,
It
now it's a
worked.
snap call.
It
Yeah.
it worked. Ah, man. I don't know. So I was going to say it worked because if he bets the flop, Robert rips it and he folds. He checks behind and gets to see the turn, which gives him the open-ended straight draw and the flush draw. Gives him 12 outs instead of drawing dead. And it's an easy call now. He's got 13 outs. The 6 of hearts was folded, brings it down to 12 outs. One time. And that's a deuce. Doesn't get there. So as played, it worked out the best for Robert. Lots of mistakes. Not even mistakes. Lots of things could happen differently. It's a jam?
It's a jam for the small
Jam.
blind.
Bring up the solvers and they say jam.
Yeah.
Fours
At 12 and 15 big blinds.
with any pair.
Yeah, little both. I just checked the GTO pre-flop charts.
Gun
So-
theory optimal.
Yeah, gun theory optimal to a late position open between stack depth size of 12 to 15 big blinds. It's an auto reship.
And that's any pair? Deuces
15,
up?
15 big blinds. It's all pocket pairs, and then so 12 big blinds, threes.
Not the deuces.
Not the deuces. Let's see what it's at. 20. 20. Still, yeah.
Lots of calling ranges.
Yeah.
Lot more calls up there when you have more chips to work with.
A lot of people think you rejam aces.
Bobby G with 2 9s.
Picking up some steam on this final table.
Let's go. Let's look at chip stacks while we're here.
Race to 30,000.
He's way up at the top with 30 big
Yeah,
blinds. Jones with
Bajan.
6. James with 10. Bajan and Daniel with 16. Now he does call with the exact same ace-6
Yeah.
suited.
It's actually different from the small blind versus the big blind.
Yep.
Into a late position race.
He was
Yeah.
button before,
Oh, he was button before?
Yeah.
Okay.
so he had nothing invested.
Definitely a board that's better for Daniel's big blind defender range.
Yeah,
He's
with
going to donk
ace in the
lead out.
4.
That's actually not the like you can actually mix in some donk leads as a non-preflop aggressor on boards like this. You would probably want to have 2 spades, like a hand like 7-8 suited, 5-6 suited, 5-6 of spades, 8. Definitely can mix in some of those. That's also one of the things I've been kind of working on boards. Depending on who it is and where the race
Right.
came from. Like leading out some flops based
Daniel.
off board texture and big blind defending range and all that. Momo Jomo.
40,000 seat one.
Gonna double barrel with two pair.
Triple.
So two pair with aces with the ace kicker. Excuse me.
Now this is really hard to call if you're Robert, because if he's donking with a 5 or a 3, he gets there on the turn and the river.
Now this is it's a very aggressive play from Daniel. Triple.
It's a small
So
bet though. It's 30, 40, 40. He does call. Good call, Robert. It was hard. That wasn't an easy call.
I'll say this. On the river, Daniel probably thought he had the best hand.
With ace high, 2 pair ace high.
and potentially maybe
Chopping. Yeah.
trying to blow him off the chop. Now, with that being said, in these low stake type tournaments, you don't see many players triple barreling,
Right.
right? So that's a more difficult call for Robert to make in that scenario.
Let's check out these stack sizes now. Robert at 41, Bajan at 16, James at 10, Daniel at 8, and Joan at 6.
Whereas before I would only see bet flop based off board textures. Now I have it in me to where I can just triple barrel
Let's go.
before registration. Well, even after
Yeah.
registration, but depending on runouts.
These guys are active. Bajan and James at 42%, Robert at 38,
that our
Daniel,
coffee?
hello, 19,
Sure,
and
the
Joan
best.
at 11.
Here. Stay. I give you money. Yes. Let me give you that money, girl.
Are you
You
gonna
want
smile?
to say hi or not really?
You gotta look right there.
Yeah.
She's like, I don't care that much. Hello.
Coffee delivery. Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
All right, dude, I was joking, I think. Monkey says. All right, we got Butcher in the box. 7 deuce against Queen.
So Butch's real name is Shane. They call him Butch because he actually used to be a butcher for
He was a
16
butcher,
16 years. think these viewers in their chat are having fun
I'm
with the games.
That's why I restarted, even though I didn't want to lose everything. I wanted you guys to be able to play with the points that we just started doing. And I want to figure out how I can make Streamlabs a mod. James with an ace-4 of clubs in the cutoff. Robert with the 5-6 offsuit under the gun. Even with so many chips on the bubble, I just start raising.
Yeah.
Make them wake up with a hand. Just min-click everything.
He's going to rip it.
We are $1,000 away from 0 or 1,000. I did not hear any talk about paying the bubble.
Raised to 55,000.
Interesting.
I'm sorry, 45, raised to.
So we're at 10,000, 15,000.
3x. Oh, Joan. Nines. It's auto rip. This
With 6 big blinds, yes.
It's gonna put Bajan in a weird spot with King Jack suited, but based off action, based off a late position,
A raise and a re-raise.
And Joan doesn't know this spot, but this is an auto rip.
Good job.
He didn't like it, but
Nope, it was correct. You don't have to
you're
like
flipping.
it.
You're
It's the right
flipping
idea.
against most of these players' ranges.
Plan
Now-
A, they all fold.
Yeah,
Plan B, we hold. Plan C, we get there if we're behind.
yeah.
Lots of planning going
Now,
on.
believe it or not,
100,000 even.
James can actually fold this hand, and he actually should. With the bubble coming up, with the bubble coming up,
It's, because he's got 7 big
it's an
blinds.
open fold.
Call.
Interesting.
He was
call.
halfway there. I don't hate the call being so invested.
Yeah, but Jen was the last short stack, so you don't want
Yeah.
to give him additional chips.
Yeah. I understand it because he was already halfway there. It
Now,
was,
if he was already in the money and it's like 300 page up, you can make the call right there.
yeah, but going from 0 to 1,000 is a bigger pay jump.
Yeah.
357 needs a deuce or a 6 to
Has a
make a
lot of
straight,
outs.
an ace to make a bet.
Oh,
There it is.
Yahtzee. Joan going to be eliminated.
On the bubble.
Yeah, on the bubble with the best hand pre-flop.
Yep. And Joe, that was a correct move.
Yeah.
Don't lose any sleep over that at all.
Pull up the chip counts now. I think we're pretty close to being
Chip
even.
stacks.
Okay, no.
Robert up at the top with 41.
Dan-
James less than half his stack. Bojan with 14 and Daniel down at 7.
Yeah, but Daniel now in the money
In the money, here it is,
And-
1,000 minimum.
in any spot. Can just get it all in there.
Now they can loosen up.
Yeah.
Which is what I was talking about. If I was Robert and we were on the bubble in that situation, I just min click because expecting everybody to fold. That hand plays out totally different if he min clicks, then James doesn't raise, and then we still get the shove,
Yeah.
but James doesn't call. So that hand plays out totally different if Robert raises pre-flop. Little Boat says sometimes you lose even when you have the best percentage to win. My 7-year-old found that out when I was teaching him how to do math using blackjack. He was mad because he did a good stay and he lost.
Oh, man.
It was a teaching moment. I got it all on video, posted it.
AC Doozy? Or 9 deuce?
He had
9 deuce double down?
Double down. He had 3, bet 20. Yeah. I should go find that on break. It was a good one. Good video. Thursday night, $200 Chris Mays Classic DeepStack final table. We started with 40. We are down to 4. We are in the money.
ITM, baby. Let's go.
Speaking of Chris Mays, Poker Barstool Sports, Poker Ambassador, I am so up. He just woke up.
I'm so.
I'm so just
Yeah,
woke up.
yeah,
I
same.
combined words. I missed that he said that.
He's not feeling. He hasn't
at
been feeling
Hey Y'all.
well.
No, he's in the hospital.
What?
Yeah, he. I shared it yesterday. Ambulance
know
took
that.
him to the hospital. You were before you came back in here when you were still at the final table, playing yesterday. He possibly a blood clot. Did they find out what that was about? How's the prognosis, Chris? But yeah, the ambulance took him to the hospital, and his leg was all swelled up. It looked like a blood clot, so
Yikes.
he's off his feet for a while.
Well, wishes to you, Chris. Hope you get back on your feet soon.
Daniel's gonna win this with queen high. if
Yeah,
it
pretty much
goes
just a check from flop to a river.
Yeah,
Daniel with queen
very
high.
uneventful hand. Chris Mays promised me he's gonna get in the booth one of these days. 4 months later, I'm still waiting. No clot. He does have COVID. Well, stay home.
away.
Then. Don't come into the booth anymore. Never mind.
If you got the Rona, in all seriousness, hope you feel better, Bubba.
Oh, you know what? We should hook him up with Kim, the
Oh yeah, Kim.
witch doctor.
Yeah, like when Eric and I were dying during the Danielle birthday bash,
Passing our viruses back and forth.
Kim came in super clutch with she bought us medicine like Target. I think I spent like
It was $150
a piece, I think.
Yeah, and with
But it got us through.
we were good. Daniel with his 7 queen and 7 big blinds left calls. Now he's going to. You're already in the money. It's $300.
I'm jamming
to
queen
jump
sevens.
once. I'm definitely jamming 7 queen with 7 big blinds.
Yeah, I'm jamming there.
Bajan folds. You pick up 2 more bigs.
Hey, he ain't folding no more.
Wow. Bajan's got top 2. Daniel's got a gutter. He needs a 9.
So here's the thing: on a board like that, okay, yeah, Daniel's, you have a really good strangle on the board. Now it is connected in terms of straight draws, nothing in potential. Like I would like to see. Oh, he bet 20. Big blind is 15K. Yeah, he could have bet. That's fine. That's okay sizing.
Just a min click.
Yeah.
That's why we jam pre with that hand.
Right.
Because he folds the 8-10 off, and we go on to the next hand, and you're 2 bigs richer.
And some of these things, like when I was getting coached and stuff like that, we were talking about scenarios.
Cup says raise queen 7. Do you jam or raise with 7 bigs?
You have no raise fold equity.
Yeah.
There's no really
You're
raise
never
fold.
folding. You might as well just get it all in right away.
Yeah.
To get them to.
You have enough fold equity, not even necessarily with the hand. There's enough fold equity with that hand to get.
When you have
You're
7 bigs,
kind of you're
yeah.
basically flipping with his range there at that point.
Yeah. There's
on a
no
blind versus
scenario
blind.
where you raise fold with 7 bigs left.
Yeah.
In this stage of the tournament, I don't think I'm.
No, you're right. And I like this move. Broadway cards, Robojan connecting Broadway cards.
He makes it 50. We're at 15. That's a
3.5K.
Yeah, that's a big raise for this stage of the tournament. Into the chip leader, which might be why he sized it up.
And so here's the thing. Like again, I always talk about sizings. In that scenario, he does fault the best of it.
Yeah, he's way ahead now.
This is a board. Even though you don't have a king,
All in, rips it.
over bets pot. Could have gone small sizing. Nothing worse is really going to call you here.
Right. He doesn't want to call, and he doesn't want to give them any kind of, like, let's say like we just saw where he has nothing on the flop, but the turn gives him everything, and now we lose. Like in the cash game, when I would have folded ace queen on the flop, if he would have continued with his kings, he checks, I check back, I turn a gut shot and flush draw, get it all in, run it twice, win them both, where I would have folded on the flop. So I don't hate a shove right there. Oh. Chris May's getting yelled at by the bot. I want James to win. He's the best. Can't use caps like that.
Oh, you can't?
No, if you scream in caps like that, it thinks you're spamming and he'll kick you out.
That's hilarious.
Ralph Pipkin has 1 point. It's been 1 hour. Everybody's still in the chat. I'm going to give you 50 points.
Good job.
I figured I would do that, and we were busy talking, so I didn't say anything. But I think every hour, I'm going to start the stream. 5 minutes into the stream, I'm going to give everybody 50 chips, and then every hour, I'm going to give everybody 50 chips just to incentivize you to keep watching.
Over 40 viewers here left. Final 4.
I just gave away 20,000 chips, or points, and I'm still not sure if we get charged for those.
No, I think Tammy yesterday said that they were free.
Okay,
It's like,
good.
it's just part of the.
I didn't see. Thank you. Didn't know about caps,
Oh my gosh, you're gonna get a big ass bill
but from a Streamlabs,
for Streamlabs.
I'll give it to Danielle and Matt and let them worry about it.
My bad.
My bad. I
Whoops.
didn't know. Chris says Ty is an amazing player. Who's Ty?
That's Daniel in the 1 seat. He goes by Ty.
Oh, okay.
You're just getting used to the Dallas players.
Right on. And I'm the type of dork that uses real names. Like Cup and Robert, Poker Monkey, and
On the gun, gonna raise 35K, 2.5x standard.
he's a dentist.
I didn't know that. He looks like a dentist. He looks like a dentist or a lawyer.
Ty in the 1 seat?
So okay. Let me check the pre-flop charts to under the gun open. With 3s.
See, and these
I
guys.
actually think that's well.
So let's check this out real quick. We got a 5, 6, 7 flop. I'm going to pop this up really quickly. We've got the 2 middle stacks fighting each other. So the short stack, Daniel is loving this. Robert wants to keep them both in.
40% pot. Like the sizing here.
That is a good flop for the. Oh,
James getting a little sticky here.
so
Non-believer.
this is where we say this
Think-
is a good flop for the pre-flop caller.
Yeah.
5, 6, 7 offsuit.
Because if it, from the small blind, James has a lot of these types of hands. He has a lot of like 8 9s, 7 8s, 6 7.
But Jean actually does have it though.
Yeah.
And when he raises pre-flop, I don't put him on a 5, 6, 7.
Yeah. Right.
I put him on king queen, ace 10.
And we talked about again. This is one thing. I try not to give too much poker strategy.
That's
away.
okay. They're not listening.
Yeah. But a lot of people in these lower stake buy-in tournaments. Oh,
Wow.
For the check raise.
I like it because, and it works.
Gangsta
Well
move.
played, James. And James, I think that was a value bet from James, thinking you didn't hit your 5, 6, 7.
Yeah, that's a board that's not good for you.
My 2 3s are good right now. I'm gonna blow you off your face cards, and it worked. What was that?
we heard that in the background. Eric and I were like, "What the hell?" I was like, we both looked at each other. I'm like, "Dude, I don't know what that was."
20,000. He got excited about that, Andy.
Oh my! Having fun in the booth as always.
Gamble.
10-8 suit under the gun. 5-handed an open. It's actually an open.
What is?
10-8 suited with 40
Oh.
big blinds.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, so okay.
I raise. I was talking to one of the dealers who said, "Hey, I watched you play Monday. You're a wild man. I did not know that." I said, "No, I just have fun. Everybody's got a 10. You get a 10. You get a 10. You get a 10. 8, 9, and Jack.
I'm not a big fan. What the heck was that? All spade board. Brian Bajan with the only spade. Similar equity between.
Robert with top pair.
Yeah.
Daniel with no part of it.
That's 50,000.
Gonna deny equity against hands with the one spade.
Bajan can't be excited about the 9 high flush draw.
I actually don't know what sizing you're supposed to take here, to be honest with you.
I bet he bet full pot.
Yeah, he bet like
50K.
Spot. Yeah.
55K into a 40, whatever it was.
I have to check. That's a spot I definitely need to learn a little bit better. I have to check the solver.
When Dan gets a negative COVID test, I commentate. I promise. All right, Chris, I'll hold you to that.
Yeah, we're going to need a
Next
negative COVID
Yeah,
test.
negative COVID tests. We got the monkeypox going around. Poker monkey right there. I didn't know that was possible. He didn't know what was possible. Giving everybody chips or points?
I don't know.
Oh, man. I can do stuff. I know people. Butcher in the box. Let's take a look at these stack sizes. We got 4 players left.
Ty Daniel on the button, the short stack now. Gonna have to make a move. 4 big blinds to rip.
Player is all in.
Correct to rip. Oh, and Robert's gonna have to call him off here.
With an ace and all the
He already
chips.
has 2 big blinds invested.
Yep.
So it's basically 3 big blinds to win.
Easy
8,
call.
Something like that. Yep. Correct rip. Correct call.
Yep. Everybody's played perfectly so far in this hand. Now we're flipping it 60-40.
Chris Mays, I'm still understanding this game. It's like you're gambling
Yeah.
arbitrary fake out of the air points
Yes.
because everybody in this chat is degenerate gamblers.
Now,
Give away more points in a little bit. You get 50 points.
runner for
Okay.
Daniel. He needs a spade or a jack or a 10.
Hi-ya.
And
Drawing to the nut flush draw
just
after the
like
7 of
that.
spades on the turn. Oh! When he gets there, picking up some much needed chips, gonna double up, still staying alive.
What a run out.
Nice little run out there.
So Chris
Robert's
Mays,
still in a good spot though.
type in exclamation point points and the bot, the Streamlabs computer will tell you how many points you have. It keeps track of them. And then you can type in exclamation point gamble and however many you want to gamble, and it will randomly pick a number and give you or take away your points based on what the number is. You get more points by participating in the chat, by subscribing, by sharing, by commenting, and every hour I'll give you 50 points just to keep you here. So
You get a point. You get a point. Everybody gets a point. Ah!
it's one thing for Eddie to teach, but another for people to implement. Yes, correct.
That's
He can tell you exactly what you're supposed to be doing, and
That's the box.
but in the heat of the moment, you don't know what you can do.
You know what, Scott? I'm going to talk about that because I actually had a talk with my coaches.
Yes.
Yes.
Who said don't tell everybody?
No.
Chris, no spaces between exclamation point and points.
Scott, you want to know how I was... I'm not joking, by the way. You know how I was able to be successful at WSOP and now running deeper in tournaments and winning the tournament and running deep in Choctaw? I tried some of those spots. Like, I'm not going to go specifically what some of the sessions we talked about and some of the hands we talked about and scenarios, but you know, my coach would say, "Hey, in this spot, it's a rip," and I'm like, "What? It's a rip? No way!"
And
And
then you
I
went and
literally
studied it?
I tried it at Katie's tournament, and it worked like 3 out of 4 times.
Nice.
Like one time, I was like, "Oh my gosh!" The first time, it's actually kind of scary to do it because
Yeah.
you're like, "Oh my gosh, my tournament life's on the line." Now, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah.
There
for
was
sure.
one time where I had a. Scott knows I don't chop, so
Yep.
I always announce it when I go to a final table. I don't chop. I'm okay with potentially paying the bubble.
I'm not a fan. I don't like to pay the bubble either.
All right.
Chris, since you
Potential
just,
decent hand developing between Robert, and James.
Call 50,000.
You could actually rip King Queen offsuit with 15 big blinds.
all right, Chris Mays, try your points again. I just gave you 50 points, and now you can play with them.
That's what she said. All spade board. James with overs.
James does have the only club.
Very similar equity.
I check call if I'm James. Robert checks back. Good play. Deuce. Now I lead if I'm James.
Can definitely lead here.
Yeah, stop chopping, Chris.
Yeah, stop
You're too
chopping.
nice. You're too nice.
Oh, there it is. Found it. I was like,
He's massive chip leader with 4 players left, and he just gives them all a free chop. And they snap it. They're like, yeah, I'll take that deal.
60,000 is the best.
Okay, this is the one we need to fix.
See, I think James is going to fold now because
Yeah.
he didn't. Ooh.
James is really, really sticky.
If it's not a club, what's the play? King, queen, or clubs? If he misses, what's the play?
King. Okay, so now you're never calling anything. Now both of you check.
Yeah. Check behind. There's no reason to bet.
There's no reason. Good check.
Good
back.
check.
I would actually check back with king high on this board.
Specifically.
Yeah. Obviously, the ace doesn't hit. You can check back on this board in this scenario. King high still has showdown value. Now, if
I
you had
think
a
he
hand,
missed a bet on the turn.
yeah, if you have like jack high or something like that,
Then you might want to bluff at it.
Then you may want to take a buff at it. But in a lot of scenarios, in a heads-up scenario, four-handed, king high has enough showdown value. Okay, so
glance at these
going back,
chips.
Scott. I remember I was really like I would play like super tight, and like I would sneak into day twos, I would sneak into money, and I would just barely min cash. And I was like, I don't want to just min cash. Like I want to make moves, I want to move leaderboards. You know, I want to final table. I want to make.
Let's make some money. Let's
some
make
money.
53,000.
You know, let's make something. It's not even that. You know, but I just wanted to make some deep bronze because I knew I was capable, like from a thinking perspective. But I couldn't, for lack of better terms, I didn't have the guts to pull some moves off.
Right.
With that being said, I started trying it at tournaments like Katie's tournament, $100 buy-in. Like, yeah, there were some early on turns where I made some moves that theoretically, from a theory-based perspective, were
should have
correct.
worked, and they don't work.
And they didn't work. But when you think about, I talk about on the country, like. There's some hands I talked about them, and I'm like, well, I did this. You're like, that's the correct move. The other person was just a ding dong, and I was like, okay, cool. You know, like, I remember specifically on one hand, I had like 24 big blinds. We were like one away from the bubble, and I had like 24 big blinds, and I said no chop. I'm on the button, ace 5 suited, and I'm like, okay, the blinds have like less than 15. I was like, I'm gonna rip it. Well, I ripped it. The big blind had ace king. Snaps it off. I was like, okay, cool, fine. You know, down to 10 big blind. And then I ended up not cashing. And I was like, you know what?
I'm cool with that.
I'm cool with that because I actually had the balls to pull that off.
You played correctly.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day,
He just woke up with ace king.
You can't be results oriented.
Yeah.
You know, if I play correctly, I'm fine with it.
Yeah, I remember another hand specifically where cutoff open. I'm in the small one with ace 10 suited with like 14 big blinds, and I'm like, before I would just call there, and I'm all like, F it, I'm gonna rip it.
Let's go.
Rip it.
Make him fold.
It got fold, and you know, it's just a matter of. Yeah, it's definitely scary at first, and you're right. It's one thing to tell people it's harder to implement it, but if you're gonna try it, you definitely want to try it at a tournament like.
Well,
tournament like $100, $200.
The other thing is, you want to try it against people who are capable of folding.
That's true as well.
And it depends on when the tournament is. If you rip it into me in level, 3, and I can still rebuy, I'm making very bad calls. After the rebuy period is over, then it becomes more real poker.
Right.
Even at $100 buy-in,
Right.
there's people out there who don't care, and they're just going to call you down with 9-5 off.
Now that's another thing to consider, right? Let's see.
Right. 60,000.
Ace 10 and King Jack pre-flop, I can see these guys getting it in.
It's a rip. It's a rip call.
Yeah, it is. And they're both correct.
He's actually supposed to rip it.
Yeah, he does.
All in.
Oh, Ace 10 was?
Yeah. Rip.
Okay.
Put it. 60-40.
Here we go.
Just your standard.
Now, if Robert loses this hand, he's losing this hand as of this particular flop. Oh no, wait,
He's got the best hand.
James
but
open-ended.
James has
turns top pair. Robert gonna need not an ace.
Jack to chop it.
Yeah. James gonna pick up some chips up to 20 big ones. Put these chip counts.
All right, let's go. Bink. We have Robert up at the top with 25. James right behind with 20.
Yeah, James chipped the leader when this final table started.
He lost it all and came back.
So
he was down to like 5, I think. Bajan 9, Daniel at 7.
And Bajan had a big stack earlier as well too. Lost him in a few hands.
It's No Limit Texas Hold'em, the Cadillac of poker, and it's an exciting game. Like I was saying last night, 2 big blinds and he came back to win it. Tammy says we can still hear the whisper.
Oh yeah.
You're not supposed to. Pokerhouse Dallas. Don't cash, crush, Captain Underpair.
I agree, 100%.
I'm not trying. Now, they've all got $1,000. I'm not looking at 13 anymore.
Nope.
I'm looking at 26.
I'm looking at chipping up.
As soon as I got the 1,000, I'm looking at 26.
Now, with that being said, you got to pick your spots correctly. You can't just like willy-nilly rip.
Right. 13 and 16 are fine.
Yeah.
But
6, I mean, the only really significant page up is second to first, which is what's pretty standard, you know.
yeah, 5th to 4th and then 1st to 2nd. Deadly River.
And again, for those of you, we've had a number of new viewers in the chat. Go over our live stream schedule over the next few days, or tournament schedule. I feel that I'm yawning too.
Yeah, it's pushing midnight when we got 4 players.
Well, we were
deep
here till
in the
2
tournament.
o'clock last night.
Last night? Was
Yeah.
it? What was last night?
Katie's game.
Oh, yeah, with 131 entries. Holy cow. Yeah, that was a good one. And then we just crashed. We normally go out for a beer or 2 afterwards. We just went home. So tired. I got to sleep. Y'all are both doing great. Please share, like, and subscribe. Everyone, see y'all next week.
Ralph, how's it going, buddy? It's good to see you in the chat.
Hey, take care, Chris. I hope you feel better.
Yeah, I didn't know. Yeah, I hope you feel better as well. Oh, I thought it was 5-3 suited. Could open under the gun. Okay, this is a rip from Daniel. Or tie. Like a rip. Gonna get a fold.
Yep. With 2s, you do not want anybody to call.
Yeah, especially with less than 10 big blinds. You have enough chips to have some, again, I mean, before the hand, very similar stack sizes. Ralph, you didn't see me play much last night because I lasted like, I made it through a couple orbits. I had short stacks.
Yeah, but we didn't see you because we had to restart the stream.
Yeah.
We saw 5 hands.
Yeah. Ralph, I pretty much max late regged with like, I registered 18 minutes.
That's just what Butcher's saying.
I like Butch.
He's one of my favorites.
He's a funny guy.
Well, we missed the joke.
Yeah, Ralph. In these types of the small buy-in tournaments, I'm just like, I'm gonna late reg. I'm not gonna get her at 6. If I bust, I'll just go play cash. I think when I registered, we still had it's like 80 players left or something like that, 60 something, 70.
Well, there was 106 when we walked in the door, and we ended up with 131.
Right.
So 25 more players entered in the last level.
I think there was like 65, 70 players when
Yeah.
you opened up a new table.
It was exactly
because we opened that new
6. We opened up table 7.
Yeah.
So there was
60 something.
6 times 9 is 54.
Okay.
With 4 people in line, so there's 59 people registered, ready to play, 4 alternates and people in line.
Right.
So yeah, we had over 60 bodies ready to go.
Snuck into the final table.
We had 60 bodies and 25 more people jumped in, so that's 85.
Yeah, I went spot. I hate saying the word. I hate saying the statement. I was card dead. Kim says use spot dead.
You're right.
Spot dead. So I was spot dead at the wrong.
Like you couldn't pick your spots.
Yeah. It's like there's a hand that like I wanted to jam, but somebody jams before me, kind of
Right.
thing. And I was like, ah.
And it's not strong enough to call.
Yeah, it's definitely not strong enough call. It's definitely a hand to jam with if I'm RFI, which stands for raise first in. Raise first in. Ooh.
Robert with a pair of fours. Bajan is folding one of his fours. Oh no. These are the two chip leaders, right? Let's quick look at this. Robert and James, first and second in chips.
60,000.
He went to 60, so it's 3x.
Oh, it's still at the.
We're at 1020.
Raise.
200.
It's a pretty big raise.
Wow, he might.
220,000.
Really big.
Wow. Robert
pretty-
might let it go.
Yeah.
He might have just snapped.
Because you're coin flipping here at this point. Yeah. With a raise like
at
this,
best.
you're losing to all over pairs. James is probably not
Yeah.
going to be, even if you're against a hand like Ace Jack suited, Ace Jack off,
a
Ace
flip.
Queen, you're flipping.
You don't want to flip right now.
especially with
Against the second.
especially with Vajon
Yeah.
and Ty
Yeah.
being short.
Yeah, it's just a bad ICM move right there.
Oh, thanks, Ralph.
Nice push. Oh, good fold.
Good.
That was a little bit heavy. Maybe with that big raise, James thought he was stronger, and he wanted a hand like Ace Jack to call.
Yeah. And here's the thing: like in a B versus, when I say B versus B, blind versus blind scenario, when you're the small blind, especially with the big blind, you don't have you can definitely open up your range in terms of
Yep.
raising from the small blind.
Cup
Betting-
says easy fold now.
Yeah, I agree. Size was a little big there.
It was big, but he picked up an extra 60K
Yeah.
with no showdown, with no flop,
And this
no
is
danger.
Okay, and I promise I'm not saying this to like brag on my ability to play. A lot of people ask like how I make deep runs and how I make final tables. It's like I use the correct sizings. Like a lot of these guys are opening 5x, 6x. Nothing's gonna. Like if you're opening 6x under the gun, if somebody's calling you, you're in really bad
You're
shape.
beat. Yep.
You're in really bad shape unless but you're not going to be opening.
You
know,
play a
6x.
lower variance
Yeah.
style of poker.
I play a lower variance, but then I pick my spots to get value.
Right.
So, and that's what I tell players that are like trying to step their game up. Learn to get value. Use correct sizings.
You know what I tell people? Fold more pre, raise more pre.
Yeah.
Too many people limp.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's a good flop for James's range. Daniel's got an ace here with only 8 big blinds.
30.
This is a tank call.
You want to keep his bluffs and
Yeah.
not necessary to raise. I like it. You're gonna,
Check again.
irrespective of what the turn is, you're gonna check call because I
Check
think
call, check call,
Diamond, okay.
shove.
Check.
I wouldn't
Now-
blame
Yeah, it's a pot size bet now. He's got 120K in the pot. He's only got 135.
an ace would be
behind.
the worst card in the. Okay, he could potentially get away from this hand.
I
small
bet a
sizing?
small bet. I bet 40.
35.
65,000.
Too big.
Fold.
Yeah, maybe 1 or 2 big blinds. He would have called.
1 or 2 big blinds. Yeah. And that's all you need. You want to get called with that hand. Nothing worse is calling. Even if you're targeting a hand like a king or a queen, right? Yeah. Definitely can make. Oh, why? Ralph,
That's cash chips.
Those are cash chips, yeah. So I think he may have been playing
yeah.
cash before, and then he's getting ready to go play cash in the event that
Exactly.
he
He didn't
busts.
cash out his chips. Yeah, he has like $300 in $5 chips behind
Yeah.
him.
Yeah, so little boats. When tournaments first start, my sizings in terms of like 3 betting, 4 betting, raising are definitely larger. But 90% of the viewers in this chat, I say this every single tournament. Like, as the levels increase and the depth of your stack size decreases, your opening sizes need to be smaller, and you need to be opening smaller. In earlier position, 2 to 2.2. In later position, 2.2 to 2.5. Right.
Fold.
So
Yes, please. Coffee break. The Asian sensation is going to go on another coffee run.
Okay.
Okay. How many tables are running right now besides this final table?
I will check.
There was, last I looked, there was 7 cash tables and 2 tournament tables.
Yeah,
So now
that's-
we're at 1 tournament table, just finishing up, and 7 cash tables still, or we're pulling it up. Poker Atlas. Download the app; it can keep you
But I think Rice is from California, so he's
Oh,
very,
okay, so
they
you-
use Bravo.
right on.
75,000.
Please refrain from sending long messages, little boats.
It's not even a long message.
It's 2 sentences. James does hit middle pair when Brian hits bottom pair.
Currently 4 1-2 tables. That 1-2-5 private game that I was playing, that's still going, although they do have a wait list. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Could get another one going. 2 bomb pot tables, so approximately 7 tables going.
I'm not going to get another one going. I'm going to bed.
Yeah.
I got like 3 hours of sleep last night, according to my Apple Watch. Butcher in the box.
30,000. There it is all in.
Rice, I remember you said that you were in California. Which casino are you closest to? Oh, Bajan can be calling here. Oh, no, wait, hold on. What just happened? Button rip.
King 10 with 6 big blinds.
He may want to gomble.
My money doesn't jiggle.
I don't blame him. He's in
I
the
don't
money
either.
already. It's not that
Yep.
big of a page up. Roberts definitely should be folding here. Doesn't mean that he won't. Okay. Hey, yeah, Rice. Okay, Rice, do you have a normal job? I hate saying a normal job. Do you have
a job, sucker?
Here, Ralph? What are the hours of operation?
24/7.
24/7, baby. Every once in a while, we'll go
Thanksgiving, we were off for 12 hours. Christmas, we're going to be off for 12 hours. Stones, Thunder Valley, yep.
It's turning.
I have heard of that place.
Mike Postle. Oh, Bajan with a got there.
I was going to say the 6 doesn't matter.
Yeah.
He still wins with a king or a 10,
Or diamonds.
and the queen.
Bajan.
The flush. Good call with the king 10. Daniel eliminated in 4th place. Why does it say 5th right there? Let me try this again. Bink, there it is.
Yeah, okay.
Daniel, I hit it too fast
I
before the
gotcha.
hand was done. He's taking home. I clicked on the wrong button.
1,000.
He's taking home $1,000.
$1K. Ty, thank you very much for joining. Good game. Played very well. Pretty spot dead for the final table. Pick your spots.
He kind of
Snuck into the money.
Yeah.
How often are you playing in a... Okay, first of all, on 1-2 where you play, what's the cap on 1-2, A, and what's the cap on 1-3? And do you just play cash? Do you play tournaments?
Bajan on the button with ace 10. 14 big blinds.
could rip
I'm
this.
raising.
You could rip this in, actually.
14 is a little big to rip, I think. But since I'm not folding anyway, I'm trying to get value.
Yeah.
Players all in.
He does rip. Ooh, James with 2. Do you call with any pair right now?
No. You can make the move with ripping with pocket deuces,
Right, but
you
not
don't,
calling.
But not calling. We had this conversation yesterday.
Yep.
It's one thing to make the move. It's one thing to
Yep,
call the
I think
move.
we had this conversation 15 minutes ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah, where we were saying with the fours and the kings, you know, we want to shove.
Not a big fan of this call if he calls here.
1-2 max is 200. 1-3 max is 500. Usually match the stack, so we have a healthy 800 to 1600 stack. He does call, and it's a flip. 51-49. It doesn't get much closer than that.
Three-handed, I guess. I don't know. I mean, it's not. There's
Every pair.
talk about ICM. There's not too much in ICM implications, and he's just.
It depends on how much $300 means, and he's still in. It's not for his life.
Yeah.
He's still got 13 bigs if he runs out badly. That's a good flop for him. Oh, he needs a 3 or a deuce that's not a club.
He has a club. Bajan
Right, but
got a
Bajan
river
would
to
have
it.
a bigger club.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you said a deuce that's not a club.
Yeah, a 3 or a deuce
Yeah.
that's not a club.
Okay, so now with the small daily tournaments, are you trying to make poker a living, or are you like
Recreational player.
Okay.
Bajan at 31 big blinds.
Was a short stack a few minutes ago. Now this table's just kind of been really swingy in terms of chip leaders. I would think your bankroll, if you're going to play 1-2 and then move up to 1-3, should be about. It's a big number, actually.
It's way bigger than I thought when I first heard this.
It's usually like
Here, let's listen.
2,200 apiece.
Let's look at these stack sizes.
Pretty much guaranteed first place money.
13, 17, 31.
2,000 get 600 dealers.
Yeah.
2,000 each and give $600 to the dealer.
Well, I'm okay with it. Yeah. Yeah.
That is a phenomenal deal.
We can do that because we paid 1,000 for him. It's a 606.
They forgot there's $1,000 gone.
It's 5,600 left.
5,600?
So you want to do it, you can do it.
18 times 30 is 54.
So 1865 and change.
So like $135 difference.
So here's the thing. I don't chop, but if I would be up for a potential chop when like we're gonna tip the dealer.
Yeah,
Especially here,
no, right. So
Okay, so-
if I'm Bajan right there, he is Chris May's style offering. He's got these guys covered,
Which is going to be fair to everybody.
and he's giving them twice as much equity.
Should we keep Daylan? Alright. Squash that hand because I don't know where I'm at or what we're doing. I don't have my phone, so I can't calculate.
So if you do each, it's 1,700 and 500 for the dealer. So something
17
like
and
so
5.
17 and 5.
Oh, yeah, we just get 1,700. We guarantee better place and we guarantee pretty much second place money.
More than
Good. 17 and 5.
And then the dealer, we give it. each
So
person
here's
keeps
the
rest
payouts,
of it,
guys.
and the dealer can make 500.
They're gonna take 17 apiece
We all get $1,700.
and give 500 to the dealers.
That's a good deal, man. Okay, when it's like something like that and the dealers make money, I'm down
Man,
with that.
I like it.
I'm okay with that.
Now, so Scallywick says, what's proper etiquette for tipping the dealers at the end of the tournament?
Good question.
Now, if you're asking for a percentage, the percentage goes way up in a small tournament. Like, if I win $1,000, I'm tipping,
At least 100.
yeah, I'm tipping like, 10 to 15%, like $100, $150 in $1,000 when I win $1,000. Now, if I win $50,000, I'm not tipping 15% of 50,000. I'm not tipping $8,000. Then the more you win, the percentage goes down to like, let's say 3 to 5%,
Yeah.
depending on in the tournament you're playing. If they take anything out, a lot of tournaments, big tournaments, WSOP, MSPT, HPT, all of the tours. I don't know if Run Good does or not. but all of the tours would take out like 3 to 4% out of the prize pool for the staff. And if they're doing that, then I don't tip as much because you've basically already pre-tipped. So if they're taking out 3%, then I will make up the difference and tip another 2 or 3% of what I win. So that's my answer. I've asked that a lot of questions. But if you're going, if you tip 3% on $1,000, that's only $30.
Yeah.
You need to let's transition this into our stream. So, hey, good job, guys. Everybody that won, tip the dealers. He didn't take a picture of the dealer. The players went over there to have that banner in the background, and that's what he was taking a picture of. Run Good is my favorite series. It's a great run series. It is. Tana's great.
Tana's a good guy.
He started out in Oklahoma in 2013,
Tana, Haley,
2014.
Ray Henson, Chris Birchfield.
Yep. Great people.
So I'm going to go back to some of these questions. Rice, if you're going to play 1-2, like semi, if you really want to make poker your full-time thing, okay, let me backtrack. I tell people that want to be a professional poker player to not do it.
Right.
No, I'm being dead serious. It's like, it's too swingy. And
Yeah,
you're going to need like at least 50 to 100 buy-ins based off the stakes that you play. For Rice, I would say if you're going to go on 1-3, 15 to 20K if you're going to play it part-time. Now, I mean, the legit question, I hate to like be Debbie Downer, like, are you a winning poker player?
Yeah.
Because if you're a losing poker player, then like, yeah.
If you're a recreational player, I tell people if you play for fun, you've already won.
Yeah.
Since you guys all stuck around to the end, 100 points for everybody who's still in the chat.
100 points, winning.
Pink. There you go, guys. I bounded Johnny Vibes with aces in the Ace King with a good run in a run good tourney. I don't know. It was Johnny Vibes a player?
He's a vlogger.
Oh, okay.
They were just actually Frankie was playing in the WPT vlog.
I know.
They had a vlogger. It was like Zwan Liu, Johnny Vibes, Ashley Sleasetti, Poker Traveler from San Antonio. Got to think of who the lineup.
He raised with kings. Did you see that hand?
No, we were kind of watching it in the private cash game. So I'm trying to remember who's on that lineup today. Ashley Sleeth, Johnny Vibes, Andrew Nemi. Like
Ralph, do exclamation points, no spaces, and it'll tell you how many points you have. Yeah, he had kings. He raises, gets like 4 callers. Oh, wow. Checks the flop on the turn. Comes out a third spade or a second spade.
I must have missed that hand.
It was a flush draw versus a straight flush, and he just has kings and just folds. So
I didn't see. I definitely didn't see that hand.
He folded on the flop. Rice says, "I'm not a winning player. Definitely not a losing player."
You know how many big blinds you're averaging per hour? At 1-2.
Is that yeah? Is that how you determine? Like, I sat down for 3 hours. I cashed out with $500. I made this many.
Big. It's usually, but you can do it like on an hourly basis, a big blind basis per hour kind of thing. It's different. Like,
let's cover this weekend real quick before we sign off. Tomorrow,
let's talk about tournament schedule, and then we'll go live stream.
So tomorrow, $300 blackjack bounty. 6 o'clock. Saturday.
$300 buy-in.
$300 DeepStack. 30-minute levels. Starts at 3 o'clock.
Tomorrow's Friday. Today's Friday.
Yeah, I thought we were skipping to Saturday now.
Oh, I thought you. Okay,
we did Friday, 6 o'clock. $300 buy-in blackjack bounty. Fast forward to Saturday, 3 p.m. 30K starting stack, 30-minute levels, $300 buy-in, $8,500 guarantee.
Last week broke it again, 12.5. 12 price pool. First place was 4,600. Don't remember quite.
10 p.m. pajama party, $100 buy-in, 10K starting stack, 15-minute levels, bonus chips for all those things we talked about. If you weren't here at the beginning of the stream, go back and watch. Fast forward to Sunday, 1 p.m., $125 tournament, 15-minute levels, 30K starting stack, $10,000 guarantee. That's going to be a big one, guys. I would get here early. All of our tournaments show up and pre-register 1 hour before the tournament starts and play for free that hour.
That's right. I forgot about that promo.
Yeah, that's a great promo. So that's it. That's our weekend tournament schedule.
Yep.
Oh, Crazy Pineapple. $180 buy-in, 6 p.m. Sunday night. Crazy Pineapple, $50 bounty.
Green chip bounty, yeah. Or $50 bounty or
2 green.
Okay, so
$50 bounty.
Yeah.
Yeah, we made it from $130 to $150.
Gotcha.
$50 goes right to the bounty. So that's a super fun game, Crazy Pineapple, and then we stream it on Tuesday. But let's talk about our new stream. Oh, and we're opening up a $200 max buy-in, $1 Saturday afternoon.
Yeah, noon.
Something
1 p.m.
fun.
I can get it going. No big
Yeah.
deal.
It'll be easy. Come down here. We'll get it going when you get here.
Yep. Live stream tomorrow.
live stream.
2-5 match to stack, 6 to 10 p.m. Has some pretty
Cash, baby.
Yeah, DFW Local Legends. Saturday would live streaming the Saturday final table for the DeepStack. Maybe the final table for the Insomniac. We made a last
3 a.m.
Yeah, made a last minute decision to
I'm
do
gonna
that
drink
last year.
less Crown.
Well, that's why I remember you saying, "Hey, why isn't?"
I'm like, hey, come in the box with us. She's
I'm like, no. I am
no.
too inebriated to say anything appropriate.
This is too fun.
And then
Sunday we're streaming next gen.
Yeah.
And after that, from 6 to 10.
That's
and
right.
after that, Nick and Knock are gonna stay in the booth and commentate over 1 hour of pre-recorded content that nobody else has seen from pre-Thanksgiving that we just have in the can. We've got about 6 or 7 hours of cash play in the can, ready to go. And we're going to start doing that Sunday after the next gen tournament. From let's say 10:30. Give these guys a break from 10 to 10:30, 10:30 to 11:30. Be out of here by midnight. That's it, man. Thanks for staying this late. It is midnight. It's tomorrow. It's tomorrow already.
It's Friday.
We'll see you guys today.
Friday.
All right.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. See you.
Let's do this.